This is the story of Tyson Fury, a boxing legend whose triumphs in the ring have captivated the world. But beyond the glitz and glamour lies a man who fought his greatest battle outside the ring, a battle against mental health issues that nearly ended his life. This is a tale of courage, resilience, and the power of the human spirit. From a young age, Fury had one singular goal: to become the heavyweight champion of the world. With an unshakable belief in himself and a relentless work ethic, he rose through the ranks of professional boxing, never doubting that he would one day reach the pinnacle of the sport. And reach it he did, in a memorable victory over long-reigning champion Vladimir Klitschko in 2015. But as Fury stood atop the boxing world, he found himself grappling with a question that would come to define his life outside the ring. What happens when you've achieved everything you've ever wanted? In his own words, Fury reflects, "I'd wake up and I think, why did I wake up this morning? This is coming from a man who had everything. Money, fame, glory, titles, a wife, a family, kids. Everything but didn't care about living. I just wanted to die." For Fury, the answer was a stark realization that the belts, the accolades, and the adoration of fans could not fill the emptiness he felt inside. Despite having all the trappings of success, he found himself sinking into a deep depression, turning to alcohol and drugs to numb the pain. What many didn't know was that Fury's battle with mental health was not a new one. He had suffered from anxiety and depression his entire life, often feeling like something was wrong without understanding why. The pressures of being in the spotlight only exacerbated these struggles, and Fury found himself in a downward spiral that seemed to have no end. At his lowest point, Fury came close to ending his life. He recounts a harrowing moment where he found himself speeding towards a bridge, intent on driving off it. It was only the thought of his children growing up without a father that made him pull over and seek help. The road to recovery was not an easy one for Fury. In the hyper-masculine world of boxing, admitting to mental health struggles was seen as a sign of weakness. Fury, who comes from a family where emotions were rarely discussed, found himself grappling with the stigma surrounding mental illness. He shares, "My problem was, I come from a big art tool family. One communicates and no one shows weakness. If you show type of weakness, it means you're a weak person where I come from. So I was stuck between all of that bravado and family peer pressure, and everything didn't know what to do. So I just didn't tell anybody about it until one day I exploded." But Fury refused to let his mental health define him. With the help of professionals and a newfound understanding of his condition, he began the long process of rebuilding his life. He openly shares his story, hoping to inspire others who may be struggling in silence. "I do promise anybody who's listening, anybody who's suffering, that it will get better, and there is going to be sunshine days once again," he assures. For Fury, the key to managing his mental health lies in staying active and setting goals. He explains that when he's busy and focused on a target, he doesn't have time to dwell on negative thoughts. It's a lesson he learned the hard way, but one that has become a guiding principle in his life. Fury's return to the ring in 2018, after a 2.5-year hiatus, was nothing short of miraculous. Many had written him off, believing that his struggles outside the ring had taken too great a toll. But Fury proved them all wrong, staging a remarkable comeback that culminated in a thrilling draw against Deontay Wilder in December of that year. Reflecting on his journey, Fury marvels, "After only 2 years ago being on the verge of suicide and being as low as anyone can go to be and on the biggest stage in the world with the world watching that, any miracle on a turnaround on her, on a true show that anybody can come back from anything." But even as he basks in the glory of his return to the top, Fury is quick to point out that his battle with mental health is far from over. He likens it to the Hotel California, the famous Eagles song, explaining, "Mental health. You never can beat it. Ever there's no victory over mental health. I liken mental health to a famous song that the Eagles wrote Hotel California, and there's a famous person there and it says, you can check out any time you want, but you can never leave. You never leave right now. It's what mental health is about. You can check out any time you want. You can get better again, but it will never leave you ever. You just gotta learn to maintain and manage." It's a sobering reminder that for those who struggle with mental health issues, the fight is never truly over. But Fury has found solace in the love and support of his family, particularly his wife and children. He shares, "Best thing out of me life is love from whom? From my family, from my wife, me kids. I don't think you can get anything bad little off if you can really be loved and really love people. There's no bad, nothing can come close to it." As Fury continues to dominate in the ring, he does so with a newfound sense of purpose. No longer content to simply win belts and accolades, he wants to use his platform to raise awareness about mental health and inspire others who may be struggling. He declares, "I want to achieve happiness, I want to be happy, and I want to stay healthy." Is when you lose happiness, you have the clients on your health declines game on. So when box is over, you're going to train still every day for the rest of your life. It's a powerful message from a man who has been to the darkest of places and emerged stronger, wiser, and more committed to making a difference. Fury's story is a proof to the incredible resilience of the human spirit and a reminder that even in our darkest moments, there is always hope for a brighter tomorrow. In the end, Fury's advice is simple but profound. Walk around yourself and be thankful what you do have today. Don't look for what you don't have. You gotta be happy. Happy with who you are. A wise man once said, "You gotta know yourself before you can know anybody else. So do yourself. Try and understand yourself. Think what makes you happy and do that, and what makes you sad, don't do it." It's pretty simple, really. Fury's hard-learned lesson is one he hopes will inspire others to take control of their mental health and find happiness. The greatest battles we face are often invisible to the world, and it's in those battles that we discover our true strength, courage, and resilience. Fury's story is that of a champion in both the ring and in life. It's a tale of a man who confronted his demons head-on and emerged victorious, not just for himself, but for all those fighting similar battles. His story reminds us that no matter how dark the night, dawn always awaits, ready to light the way to a better tomorrow. Like, subscribe, and share Fulton Draper for more interesting and motivational videos.